give you incredible tips like you can open a door by opening it, or you can fire your weapon by throwing your controller at the wall. But in Orcs Must Die, some levels were quite literally impossible for me to beat without using whatever trap they recommended in the loading screen. Speaking of barricades, let's talk about the third tip, which is to always use barricades. Barricades are overpowered because you can block off entire enemies of the portal to funnel all enemies in one easy to manage path. One thing you have to be careful about is getting carried away and completely blocking off all paths for orcs to get to the portal. If you do block off all the paths, the orcs will very easily blast through the barricade like the Kool-Aid Man instead of rerouting, so mind where you block off. Fourth, remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading, or in our case, switching to your melee or bow is faster than reloading the shotgun. The shotgun does great damage, but you have to max out reloading with a lot of skulls if you want it to be good on its own. Until you can do that, carry two weapons so you can passively reload your shotgun while maintaining damage output. Fifth, if you're struggling with the first war scenario, allow me to show you my favorite layout. Alternate tar traps and large launchers on the bridge, then use barricades to ensure they can't run around them like this. You can place this combo at the bottom of the bridge once as well if you'd like. Finally, place two trebuchet launchers at the end of the bridge like this to make a combination that's stronger than the Infinity Gauntlet. Keep rapidly changing back and forth and occasionally check on the door to very quickly scrape off anyone that gets past you. Also, when you do get more funds, place tons of launchers over here by the gate so they all get flung over the edge. When it comes to the final wave, Craig from accounting is going to repossess all of your traps, rendering them completely useless. Your new job is to abandon ship and run to the orb. Kindly let Craig pass and realize why they gave you 40 instead of 20 points. Also, if you block off one bridge, your odds of winning will be much better. 6. Get the fling trap upgrade to fling heavy enemies. It turns these traps into great, cheap, and effective solutions to buy time that ragdolls big enemies and sometimes even does great damage. 7th, you can spam lots of archers to have an elite line of defense. Archers are given to you by the story and are showcased in the loading screen. They're great to draw aggro from enemies, but they're even better as a firing squad that shreds anything that tries to pass. Another quick tip on that, try to sell any archers that died in the short period between back-to-back waves, then place them back down so you don't have to wait another wave for them to reincarnate. 8th, combine tar and fire arrows if you enjoy quickly shredding regular orcs in record time. Tar and fire when combined do more damage. Tar also slows down enemies and lets them really sit in that arrow crossfire. It works great, and that's about all I have to say about that. 9th, create choke points to bunch up enemies so you can do more damage to more people and clog them up so they can't quickly push through. The easiest way to set this up is by making a barricade wall with one space left for them to move through. Most of the time, they won't touch the barricades and will instead try to cram through the one tiny space. Then if you add tar, you can slow them down even more, and then if you add lasers and fire arrows on top of that, you can continue doing big damage